everyone. How are you? So this is a continuation of coloring this uh, coloring page with King Charles of this painting. But before I get into it real quick, I just wanted to show you that I did a little research because my last chat, someone mentioned that they saw a different painting looking different in different pictures. Like in some pictures, it looks hot pink in the background, but in other pictures, it doesn't. And I did a little research looking at the articles on this, and I came across, so this is the picture I've been using. It has a very hot pink looking background, hot pink colors. But then I came across this picture and I was looking in the news about it. And this is the artist Jonathan Yeo in front. And you can see in this version, there's no hot pink, right? Hello, hello. How are you? My pinky vibrations. Good to see you. I'm just going to be doing some coloring today, but I found something very interesting out about this painting before I start coloring. Is you see in this version in the news, this picture doesn't look hot pink at all. It looks all very reddish, just red and maybe white with some brown. So I thought, what's going on? Which is the right version? Is it this one or this one? Right? There's two very different looking types of pinks there. Oh, I've got a phone call, so I am going to have to take a break. I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back. I'm gonna have to edit this out later. I don't know if I should just start over again or what. But anyways, if you waited, thank you. But anyways, I did some research on this. Okay, so the hot pink, what I've been using, this other pictures on the internet look like this, where it's red. So then what I did was I went to Jonathan Yu's Instagram page. So everybody has an Instagram. So this is the artist's Instagram page. And there's a full write up on him in the Daily Mail. And it's really heartbreaking. The poor guy is 53 years old. He had a heart attack while he was painting this, like last year, had a heart attack, had a near death experience. So he basically died and came back. So that's quite transformative in and of itself. He's probably vaccinated, I would assume. But anyhow, so this is his, he was traveling in 2001 by looking at his Instagram page here. He was in Italy, so he had to have been vaxxed. But I noticed in Italy, they didn't mask up the way they masked up in the US. Everybody's masking up here, so I found that interesting. But anyhow, so here's his Instagram. I digress. So you notice he has this as his picture, profile picture on Instagram. So you can see it's got the pink in it, right? The pinky colors there. And I noticed with some of his other paintings, he does like using the pinky red colors. It seems to be, I don't know, a signature for him. He likes these colors. So then I saw the painting that I'm doing, and it's the same as the one I'm using. It's got the hot pink in the background, some yellows, reds. So yeah, so I believe this is the correct version looking at it. These are the correct colors. Pink. Yes. Yes. Thank you for waiting. Apologies. And I have to take phone calls. So if I get phone calls now and then, to step away for a brief moment here or there, but hopefully I won't be interrupted too much. So yeah, so this is, and there's the video, King Charles. See, even that video, you can see there's a lot of hot pink in there. Very bright pinky. So yes, and his shirt, you see his shirt in that video, it looks like a bluish background color on his shirt. So like brownish. But I'd bring that out. So if you look at the artist's shirt closely, the color in the background of his shirt, it's like a light blue almost, or gray. See how dark it looks? The shirt, it's not white. It's like a bluish grayish. Because if you look at this picture that looks distorted here, it makes his shirt look white there. So it almost looks like they bleached out this picture or something. I don't know what they did, but I think they played around with the colors to make it look less pinky or something. Yes, so worth the wait. Oh, thank you, pink vibration. Thank you. So there you have it. So this is not what the painting looks like It does indeed look like this. It does have the hot pink, which seems a bit surprising, really. I thought when I saw this one, I thought for sure, oh, this must be the way it looks, you know? But nope, the artist likes using pinky colors. This is his signature style. He likes that pink. We can't stereotype anymore. Pink is no longer a girl's color, right? It's for everyone, male or female. So he has a lot of pink. I mean, if you look, he uses these colors a lot. If you see his other paintings, pink and red seems to be his signature thing. He likes the pinks. He really likes pink portraits. He's like the Pink Panther guy. So there you have it. So it is pinky. It's not the other way, but it seems still kind of strange to use that for a king, but that is what he does. This guy does pink and red a lot. So there you have it. So I wanted to show that. Hi, Linda. How are you? Yes. Nothing is simple with the royal family, right? Even the painting, everything is yes, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Everything is very has a story behind it to research, right? He's an unusual artist, never heard of him before. I wondered if he was turning into something. I don't know. He could be. He had a near death experience last year, apparently, when he had a heart attack. So, yeah, it could be. It could be. Something's going on there. I don't know what. So, anyways, with that in mind, the pink is in the painting for sure. So let's take a look. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of coloring today. I don't know how much I'll get done. We'll see what we can do. But there's the picture we are using. We should make that a little larger. There we go. And I will be using Black Widow pencils. And if I have to take a phone call, I'll just put that there. In case that happens. Edit out later. So here's what we have so far with the Inktense pencils. Now I'm using the Black Widow pencils. And it's the chart gorgeous pencil sets. So let's see. I think we're going to start coloring his face first and get to these reds. See what we could do. So he's got very good portraits that he did. Excellent likeness of Charles. So I'm going to start with an ice cream color. I already put a little bit of color on his face with the paint that when I was painting this. So it's just a matter of filling in some shading here for him. Oh yeah, I think he's good at floating faces. I didn't know floating faces was a thing. Is that like a style, floating faces? Is that like a whole genre that I'm unaware of? I don't know. I'm not haven't studied art, so believe it or not, I just do art. He's not trained either. From what I understand, he taught himself. He's self-taught. So that's inspiring to know that someone who's self-taught got to do a portrait of the king, right? It's like, ooh, so they're taking self-taught artists now. You don't have to go to art school. Sign me up. I'll do a portrait of Prince William and Princess Catherine. Bring me on over. Give you a nice coloring page of yourselves. Come on. Kids will love it. But yeah, I don't know. He's self-taught, but he has a very sad story though. His family, like his brother, his sister, both terminally ill, or it's just really sad. I was reading it. I can't remember all the details, but okay, this is Merc. I choose Merc. I got Merc here. I don't know that one. Yeah, we'll do Merc. Merc is the next color. Depending on which version of this picture you look at, you might have a different idea of what this painting actually looks like. But he does have he's very good with the portraits. I mean, all of his portraits look very much like the people. No, not a lot of artists like doing. A lot of people see. It depends on the artist because some people like doing portraits. Like I like doing portraits, but some people hate it. Some artists hate doing portraits. They never want. It's like very particular what you like doing. You know, like I try to do landscapes, but I suck at them. Every time I try doing it, I get fed up. So I don't. I think that I would have to pass if it were asking for landscapes or something, or like flowers or fruit or things still life that I don't like. But no, it's part of like regular training, but so boring to me. All right. I think we need something darker here. Can you see this? I don't know if you can. Yeah, it's hard to see, but darker color here. Let me go with maybe some gray colors. Let me try. So this one is called Spider Web. All these the great thing about these pencils is they all have cool names. They all have these weird names. So let's see here. So I haven't caught up much on the latest Harry and Meg news, except for Neil Sean saying that Harry wants to move to Africa now, and he's trying to talk Meghan into moving to Africa. I think they should move to Africa. I think that would be a great idea. And Meghan would never go for it. She would never move there. That's going to be a big fight between them, I think, moving to Africa or not. Apparently, Harry loves Africa and wants to be there always, which is very strange. I don't know. Yeah, it's something. I guess it's because after his mother died, he went there, they say. That's why he likes it so much. I don't know. Things are certainly not going well in California, I don't think. I don't know what Nacho would do. He's got to bring his horses to Africa next. I don't know if he'd handle that well. Moving again, moving him and his horses. I feel bad for the poor horses. They moved all over the place. But I imagine they're quite happy in California in a nice big stable there. But I guess wherever Harry goes, Nacho will follow. So I think we need more darker under the eyes. The eyes are very shaded here. So I think I'm going to go with dim gray. Oh, thank you. I try working on it. I'm trying to get better and better. We'll see how this comes out. Wait till let's see how this turns out. See, this looks all right or not. This may or may not. I make no guarantees how this turns out because I have not ever done a picture of Charles before. My first Charlie pick here. I'm hearing rumors about Catherine again. It seems like all right. So I saw some rumors that the Sussex Squad appear to be spreading. We know they're always spreading rumors about Catherine. but somebody else, I don't know if it was a Sussex squatter or someone else, but they're trying to claim that Catherine actually OD'd on sleeping pills or something. They're trying to start. I don't know. I'm wondering if they're starting rumors because, of course, Megan knows what a disaster this Africa trip was, this Nigeria trip. So I'm wondering if they're starting rumors about Catherine now to try to cover up. But it is getting to be kind of strange again that we haven't heard anything from her since at all. And she, we got Tripping the Color coming up, and they said she's not going to be there. So it is a bit concerning. Like, oh, well, she all right? But they're starting the rumors spreading again. The Sussex Squad. I assume it's the Sussex Squad. I don't, or what's going on. I don't know. Sort of ignore them for the most part, but and some people get very touchy if you even ask about it. Like, mind your own business. She's getting cancer treatment. Leave her alone. It's just like they're public people, they're public figures. You're curious about them. You're going to ask, but I mean, I wouldn't harass them. The Sussex Squad, though, I think are going to probably full on start harassing the poor girl again, starting a new, trending thing again. They're so crazy. I think they might be trying to distract the German documentary. Yeah, you know what? I heard about that German documentary, and then it just disappeared off the radar. What have you heard anything new about that? I heard there was going to be some. All documentaries claim that they're going to be revealing everything. It's going to be earth shattering and all this stuff, and then it just turns out to be nothing new to us that follow that. You know what I mean? Like maybe to people who don't follow it closely, it might be shocking and new. So I don't know. I didn't really get that excited about it, but I would be interested in knowing if there's something in there. If there's something that I could be wrong. I mean, it could be that there is some really good intel in there. Has anyone seen it? Is it out yet? I mean, I don't know. Have you heard anything? I don't even know the name of it. I'm going to use my blending tool here a little bit, sort of smudge this all together. It's the Karen Dosh blender. Mm. It's still very pale. I think he needs to be darker. He made his skin very dark, I think. It looks. I'm not going to go crazy with it. Just make it look like it's close enough for him. Mhm. wonder how much he's aged with Harry and Meghan and their antics. It's caused his face to age a lot. All right, now I'm using the tans color here. With the brown fog. This might end up being a disaster anyways. I don't know where I'm going with this. Oh. All right. Now I think I need sort of a pinkish color here. Oops, I mean, he's pretty pink here on the lip area. Oops, a little more pinkish look around. A little pink to the skin tone. Very pink picture. And for his suits, my goodness, it's a bright reddish pink. No, I think we see some. Oh my goodness, what do you think? Blood red. It's a very hot, light pink, maybe watermelon. Gosh, that's like a difficult red to get. That's sort of maybe it's. Let me see here. Deep reds. Maybe I should go deep red, bloodshot red. He's got his own unique colors here with this set. It's really funny. All right, blood diamonds. Blood diamond is like a darker red. And I think like a watermelon because it's pinky. The jackets. So I'm gonna use. What is that? Bear with me 1 second. I'm just gonna pull these pencils out. Okay. So I'm going to for his jacket, I'm going to use watermelon and blood diamond. Yeah. I have a oops. Shouldn't I use that up there? Because that's mostly yellow up here, but too late. What are you saying here? Did I capture the eyes? Oh, good. Well, it's just like basically two raccoon eyes. So I'm just kidding. It looks so dark and shadowed in. I'm like, oh gosh. Same, kind of like with Megan's pictures, her eyes are so small and she puts all this black eyeliner on. It's like all you need. It does make it much easier when all you have to do is put in a, fill it in with black pencil. Makes it much easier on the artists. So I have to thank the artists for making it much easier to color in the eyes here. But plus, with a little coloring page here, I can't go into much detail like a painting would. So just do what you can do because it's a much smaller version of it, right? But thank you. I'm trying to make it look like the painting as much as I can. Yeah, that's the thing with doing coloring pages. You can go as detailed and exact and get, or you just, do whatever you feel like. Just feel like coloring. I mean, I could have stopped at the painting and just said it with the, using the Inktense pencils and said, okay, that's it, I'm done, Depends on how far you want to go with it. Good Welsh Guard color. The blood diamond. Yeah. Yes, very bright red. So the blood diamond is the darker one, and I'm using watermelon called watermelon color for the lighter one. I think it looks. I think it matches. Yeah, I think it's blending well together. You sort of, you want a lighter and a darker tone. Ideally, you want three tones, right? Because I also have pretty pink here. I want to add more of a pinkiness to it because it's a very pinky red that he's using. So you want a light, medium, and dark shade of whatever color you're coloring in, so that you get the sort of mid light, dark mid-tone look. So I'm using my three tones I'm using are pretty pink, watermelon, and the darkest one is the blood diamond. So those are my three tones for his jacket. That's what I'm using. There's actually a great selection of reds in the not that I'm trying to sell the um Black Widow pencils or anything, but they do have a very good selection of reds. You always want a good selection of um the basic colors, red, green, excuse me, red, yellow, blue, right? So yeah, nice selection of those. It's a good set. And grays. You always want a good selection of gray colors as well. All right. Like Prismacolor has a excellent huge selection of gray color pencils to choose from. The real professional sets are always lots of grays. That's you start getting into more advanced artwork. You want lots of grays. It always looks better. So that's what I'm learning. I'm learning getting more into grays. I'll probably add some grays after this to tone it down so it's not so bright, the colors. But I don't know, this portrait is very bright red, so I don't think I have to tone it down that much, if at all. It's I think that the reds and pinks are very bright and intentionally so. So this is actually a fun portrait to color because you get to use your reds and pinks that maybe that you usually only use for flowers or Valentine's Day or something really red and pink. Uh, but this is great because you get to use very pretty colors. It just seems unusual that he would use it for a king. I guess it shouldn't be. Well, I don't know. Is it unusual? Yeah. Saying his flesh on his face, hands look like dried blood to you. Really? It does look kind of. I don't know if I see dried blood. I wouldn't say that myself. I mean, you see what you see. Like everybody sees things differently. I just think it looks very shaded. It looks very dark, and the skin looks dark. He looks weathered. He looks. Like he's had a long, weary life. Like he's just been beaten down by the elements. His skin does look dark. It looks very dark colored, leathery, almost like a leather color. Yeah, so it doesn't look what I would expect. But people as they get older, your skin tends to get more leathery looking just with age. So I guess you can't expect. I guess we live in a society where everybody is always using filters on their face, like Megan. Who knows what that woman really looks like anymore? I mean, actually, the Nigeria trip like gave it at least one good thing about the Nigeria trip. It's like you got confirmation of what she actually looks like because if she kept using Zoom calls with all those filters that she uses, she looked like a different person every time, right? You have no idea what she really looks like nowadays, it seems. Unless she comes out once in a while and does some kind of tour or something. There we go. All right. Leathery sausage fingers. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, you're saying leathery sausage fingers. Oops. Gotta work my window here. And you were saying a wolf in the upper right background, large skull resting on his left elbow. Uh huh. Yeah, there's lots of things you can see. This is one of those abstract paintings. You can see lots of things. Who knows what he really put under there? Who knows what he started with? Um, he could have painted something, missed some ritualistic something underneath the painting, and then painted over it. And who knows what's under there? I don't know. I was trying to figure out, is the artist like a Satanist or something or anything like that? I didn't see anything like that. Of course, they're probably not going to advertise it if that's the case. Because I don't know though. He seems doing very well for himself. He had a nice apartment in London. I saw an article. He had a very nice apartment. And I don't know. He told this story of woe, like he had a really, getting lots of sympathy. He's getting lots of sympathy. He had a heart attack and whatnot, and that is sad. But narcissists like Megan always act like, poor me, I'm a victim. So is he really? Has he had a tough life? I mean, I'm not judging. I don't know. I guess if he had a history or something that I don't know. You can't trust the journalists anymore. They don't cover the real truth about things. I mean, look at the way they handled Megan's pregnancy, fake pregnancies, and I mean, the press didn't touch that, right? So who knows? I mean, the artist could be a raging Satanist. We would have no idea because the press isn't going to tell you anything about anything with any real info. So who really knows? But there's a lot of spooky things. People are seeing all kinds of satanic imagery in this thing. That's all I gotta say. But the red and the pink is, if you look at his other paintings, he likes using red and pink. So I mean, it's not unusual for him, I guess. But it was shocking for us, I guess, if you're not used to his artwork. But I guess King Charles would have known what to expect, that he would use these colors. So that is not a surprise to him. He tends to use these colors, and he tends to like to wipe paint across the person, like make the lock the person out with, you know, so it looks like as if somebody just attacked it with a brush, or something. Seems to be something he likes to do, I guess. I'm sure there's an artistic reason for it. I just don't know. But yeah, people are very strongly reacting to it and seeing all and turning it backwards and around and showing all kinds of depictions of Lucifer in it. So if that's not the case, I feel bad for the artist. He's going to be like, oh my God, everybody's probably laughing about it. I mean, it's just that this in combination with the bloody horses and the Grim Reaper at his coronation, and the fact that, we didn't hear him. He was supposed to be saying an oath to his country, but it was like you couldn't hear it. It was like singing over it by the choir or something, or the chanting. The music went over it, so you couldn't actually hear him swear an oath to his country to save his country. So that was kind of concerning to me. That bothered me, even though I don't normally really pay attention much to it. But I know we have a problem here in the US with so many officials that have not taken an oath of office. And that's the reason Mayorkas, for example, the head of transportation, has our borders wide open. He's a treasonous traitor, but he has taken no oath of office. He's not, it appears he's not even loyal to the United States. He doesn't care. That's why you've got people in there that didn't swear to serve the country, and they're in these positions of power. So I pay more attention to that now. Who's sworn an oath to office, because apparently these traitors who are destroying the country, none of them took an oath of office. And apparently, quite a few people in government who are uh, being destructive, apparently, to the country, none of them took an oath of office. So that's why I paid attention to hearing Charles's oath to his country at the coronation. And when I did not hear it, that concerned me, just knowing what I know with how these officials who don't take an oath of office, they will destroy your country and you can't do it. You can't really hold them to account because they never swore allegiance to the country. So it's basically of course, it's a crime to be doing that, but until they're prosecuted, if somebody steps up and prosecutes, nothing happens till then. Yeah, the horses and the Grim Reaper, very shocking. A lot of shocking things going on here. Very unusual things that cannot be explained, and nobody's explaining it. It's another infuriating thing. Like, nobody's in the mainstream media or the leaders. Why has Charles? Nobody says anything. Nobody tries to explain. They just they just put these messages out there, these unspoken messages, like the one putting the horses out after Rothschild died. They put it out. They know you're going to see it, and then they just act like nothing. This is what Harry and Meghan do, right? They do these obnoxious things like fake pregnancies, and then ignore you, like as if nobody were asking about it, as if nobody every day wasn't making a video about it. You know what I mean? They keep going on, never address the issue. It's just infuriating, these people. Just infuriating. I don't think I'm going to be ambitious enough to color. Like, I was thinking if I wanted to do a really good job, I would color the whole background over with color pencil over it. But I don't think I'm going to bother going to that much work for this. So I'm kind of doing this quickly just to get it done. Not trying to spend a lot of time on it. I'm not going to hang it on my wall or anything. Hang it on the fridge. I just wanted to finish it up, see what I could get it to look like. I think it looks pretty decent. In the UK, there's no one at the wheel. Yeah, the same here. There's no one at the wheel. We got dementia. I was just thinking today, um, have you seen the commercials on YouTube with Obama pushing Biden, saying, "Oh, for a cup of coffee, you can vote for Joe." I don't know if you're getting those messages, depending where you are. Oh, so you're getting the. Well, anyways, I'm wondering if Obama is going to be picking the next few presidents, and that might explain why Megan thinks she'll be president. Because if you think Obama had 2 terms and then he gets Biden in and Obama's in charge of him, and then Obama's probably thinking of putting Kamala Harris or someone like Meghan Markle, and he would be calling all the shots, and Meghan would just be the front person, like Joe Biden is, right? So I think that's why Meghan is so confident about being president. If Obama gets her in, she doesn't have to think or do anything. He'll just tell her what to do, right? What are you saying about Catherine now? Something's concerning. I have a sick feeling about them now that Catherine has disappeared. Yeah, the sun that shone so bright is not. Yeah, that is very concerning. Um, because I don't know. You don't know what's going on there. I can't imagine. I can't believe somebody's trying to spread a rumor that she overdosed on sleeping pills. I mean, she's a mother of 3. I doubt she's gonna off herself, but who knows? I don't know. Um, you never know, right? People look like they have a great life, and then with everything that's happened with the COVID and the death shots and everything, maybe it was too much for her. I mean, that's would be completely understandable. I guess. I mean, not completely. I still wouldn't do it, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're in such unusual times right now. I don't know what's going on or what's possible here. It's very disorienting, and I feel like they want us disoriented. And that's part of the reason why they did those stupid horses and everything else. They're trying to make us crazy. And then when you start feeling like, is it me? And that they want to get you lock everybody up or something, Harry and Meghan with their mental health. There's something really dark there with that. That's all I gotta say. With their constant mental health, mental health, mental health. It's one of the ways they're, I think, trying to get everybody under control with their tyranny or something. They want everybody drugged up, apparently. Okay, this is dark night, this color. A grayish, dark bluish grayish kind of look. I like these pencils. They're creamy, but they're not as creamy. I love Prismacolor, but Prismacolor can be a little too thick and creamy sometimes. And these Black Widow is creamy, but it's not too creamy. That makes any sense. Kind of like a mix. I think Black Widow is kind of like pencils are like a mix between with texture. They're like in the middle between polychromos and Prismacolor, like a mix. Softer than a polychromos, a little harder than a Prismacolor. If you're familiar with the Prismacolor versus polychromos feel of the pencils. I think Black Widow is like the perfect blend between the two as far as the texture. Not too hard, not too soft. Yeah, but I am worried about Catherine though. Back to the royal family. I am concerned. Something's up. I don't know. I hope I'm concerned about the cancer if she took the vax. But I'm shocked. I can't believe she took the vax. Because if she actually took the real death shot, in my opinion, then that's attempted murder because they knew. They would have known. And I don't know. I don't know what's going on. There's so much going on, and there's nobody getting arrested, and they're trying to start World War III. I don't know what is going on. So, anyways, but I think the coloring's coming along, anyways. So some good news, right? So yeah, so I got so far there, but his face still looks too round. I need some more shading on his face. All right, what can we do with this face? I need a darker color here for his face, for the shaded part. Let's see, let's go with saddle brown. No, it's a leather. There's actually a pencil called color called leather, which might work actually. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find the leather color. Light browns. Yep, here it is. Okay, so here is leather. Let's try this. Yeah, it's a little darker there. It's a little. Let's see. How's that? That dark enough? It still looks too light. I have to go with some gray. What are you saying? Saying, no sign of Catherine's family either. Wonder if Charles and Catherine had stronger doses. Yeah, something going on there. I wonder if Harry and Meghan poisoned him, you know? You know Harry and Meghan are out to off everybody. And they have all these globalist connections, right? So maybe, not obviously not Harry and Meghan directly, but you saw how Harry and Meghan have all these connections with their BLM, with Fulani Ngozi and Misan Harriman, all in the UK. They have a lot of UK connections there with Obama and whatnot, helping him out, Hillary Clinton, all that. A lot of criminal. And you saw Obama with Rishi Sunak, right? Not long ago. I mean, a lot of connections there in the UK. And Rishi gets reelected. Interesting. So I'm wondering if maybe they were given the real thing instead of what they were supposed to have gotten, which is probably the fake, no doubt, placebo. But you see, Harry and Meghan didn't even pretend to take one, which surprised me. As dishonest as they are, they didn't feel like going that far with it. I mean, they don't care about lying about everything else. I'm surprised. Harry and Meghan never like pretended to take it. Like they never. See, I think they're concerned with, well, what happens if we're caught one day and we have to go to court? I don't. I assume. I don't know. But I know that they've never pretended to take it. They pushed it, but they never pretended that they themselves took it. They always. Another thing that Harry and Meghan never talked about. They just didn't discuss it. Didn't say anything. They just never did it. And it was. And nobody ever asked. Like you can't wait for the mainstream media to ask them or bring it up because they never will. Yeah. Oh yeah. No son of the family. I don't know. Yeah. Can imagine poison pen letters, gifts. Yeah. I think they poisoned him with the COVID shot. Maybe kind of slipped him the wrong the switched the shots out or something. You know, I wouldn't put it past Megan and her machinations with her mama buddy. I think I made him look. He looks like Queen Elizabeth II. You made to put gray around the hair or something. He looks like the Queen. What? Let me see here. All my coloring pages are looking like someone else. Start out with one person and end up with someone else. I don't know what's going on here. The guy's made it a little too white. This is more gray than white's there. Maybe toning down his hair helps, maybe. I'm going to blend it with the Caran d'Ache blender here. Blend it together a little bit. Get rid of all those. Blenders are always great to use. Get rid of all that white space. All right, close enough. Close enough so far. Let me use some more gray. Um, yeah, so what? So no one has seen the family or anything? That's strange. I did hear that rumor with the Sussex Squad. See, I can't keep up with this stuff as much as they do. It's like their full-time job. I don't know how they do it. That's seems to be something going on. Hearing all kinds of crazy rumors on Twitter. Uh, Hard to keep up. Yeah. Cancer snake bites, exactly. Turbo cancer snake bites at that I am keeping up with. See, I've got my eye on that because they want to do it again. They totally want to pull this crap again. Yeah, right here. Oh, thank you, thank you. I try. Okay, it keeps popping up. Okay, alrighty. So see what I got here. Oh gosh, has it been an hour already? Been on here for an hour? Hasn't been a full hour, I guess, because I took a break for a little while. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to get too carried away here. I got to do his hands, though. Let me do his hands. Okay, so this color is called skin. It's called skin color. Another thing I noticed, I researched too, because when I first saw his painting, I thought, oh my God, his hands look too big, right? And I saw other people said the same thing, right? Because the hand and the eye, the hand and the face, you have, certain proportions that you have to keep. And these proportions seem so huge. But then I thought, well, wait a minute, it depends on the angle of the camera or what you're looking at. So I did a search, and if you search for King Charles's or Prince Charles's former portraits, where he's standing posing for a portrait there, you will see that he does indeed have huge hands. I mean, if you see in the portraits I saw, the pictures, not paintings, but pictures of him standing there with his hands in front of him, you will actually see that he does have very large, and then they look very large anyways, in the pictures and the photographs I saw. So I thought, not interesting. He actually does. It does seem like he does have large hands like this. It's not. I was surprised by. Didn't expect that. So he actually does have very large hands. You hear people talk about sausage fingers all the time, but his hands are actually, and usually when you see them, he does have very thick fingers there, which is a sign of it could be health conditions and whatnot. But yeah, he does have large hands there. Surprising to me too. I was like, oh, this poor artist is getting raked over the coals. First people are gonna think his hands are too big, and then they're gonna be like, "What is with this pink and red color? Are you trying to say he's Satan?" And everybody's turning the pictures all around, finding Satan in it. I mean, I don't know. He could, like I said, he could be a raging Satanist for all I know. I have no idea. And the media is not going to do its job telling you. So I guess it would be up to Prince Charles to tell us, or Camilla. They wanted to let us know what's really going on. With this painting and the painter, what are you saying down here? Some orange is needed with hot pink. You're right. I mean, it's got orange, hot pink, yellow. It's got everything. A lot of fun colors, though. It's like Vincent Price in a way, coming along nicely. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm trying. Hands are well done. Thank you. Thank you. He's got German hands. So it's a German hand thing to have big hands. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, so at least in general, the hands are always difficult to draw. That's one of the more difficult things to grasp. So I didn't get it exactly like the painting, but it's close enough, I figure. A lot of dramatic shading in this. Yeah, so I can, a lot more time you can spend going over this, shading it in and all of that. But I think I'm going to stop right about there. Yeah, I may do a little more work on it before I'll up whenever I finish it. I may do a little more and then upload it to my Instagram account. And I'll just put it if anyone's interested. And again, if you are interested in coloring on this wonderful coloring page of King Charles, just send me an email at det@duck.com. I'll post a link below. And I'm more than happy to send you a free PDF of the King Charles. One of the fun things is everybody does a coloring sheet. You can see the different ways people, come up with in, in illustrating it. So there you have it. That's where I'm going to stop right there. There is King Charles portraits. Yes. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for being here and chatting. It's wonderful seeing you. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, take care. Bye.